Hello guys and welcome back to the Up the Guts channel. We're back here with another video this week and we're sticking with the tier list rankings that we did during the summer test series. That seemed to go really well. You guys enjoyed that. Got some good feedback on that. So I decided to continue that this week with this video, and what I've decided to do here is when you're watching sport, everyone loves the atmosphere and the energy sport can bring to a game. So I decided to do a tier list ranking of the best sport celebrations out there. So if they're celebrating, say they scored a goal, they've got a wicket, they've got a three-pointer in, stuff like that. I think, so I've got 14 celebrations there. So I've got 14 that I knew myself, but then I've also researched some more iconic ones. What we're going to do, we're going to put it on the tier list, and then we're going to leave the S tier vacant, and then at the very end, the S tier is going to be the one that I think is the GOAT celebration, and I'll give my reason why. So without further ado, let's get into this sports celebration tier list. All right, so I've jumped over to the tier list now, and the first sports celebration that I want to start with is he's a former Australian cricketer, former fast bowler. I know growing up, everyone loved watching him play, and he had one real iconic celebration, and that is the blonde-headed Brett Lee with his chainsaw celebration.
Not much doubt about that. I had a very quick look at Rudy Kutzen to make certain he hadn't put his arm out for a no ball.
Look at this, full, straight, and 160 Ks, 160.1 Adipadu departs. Brett Lee delighted, so too George Bradhog.
Brett Lee, whenever you watched him play, was just phenomenal. Bold heat. I remember when I was younger, I reckon I brought these shoes that he was wearing, and they were advertising. There was a big advertisement on it as well during the time, but it was just I thought it would make me run fast, but more in particular run faster with my run up, and would then eventually help me bowl fast. Like Brett Lee, things you think when you're a kid. Clearly didn't work. I still bowl 60 to 70 Ks. But anyways, and that's probably been kind. But yeah, the chainsaw celebration. Now, this is a really good one because he really gets into it too. He gets down low and really puts some emphasis in it. So I think purely for how much he gets into it, I've got it in the A comp. Next up, we've gone over to the America, this one. This might be one, if you're a listener listening from Australia, you might not know this one as particular, but it's an iconic sporting one that I found, and it was... you just couldn't leave it out, and it's a ex-NASCAR race driver going by the name of Cam Edwards. Now, Cam Edwards, whenever he would win, used to celebrate by doing a backflip, as you can see here.
There he goes. 1, 2, 3. Yeah!
This sport has a new star.
Going to see a backflip here this afternoon at Michigan International Speedway as Carl Edwards, for the first time since November of 2005, he's going to win.
There's nothing like when someone celebrates like that and really gets into it, but he also gets the crowd involved into it. He eggs them on, and then once he does it, his whole team and pit crew get right in by him. I think the reason that is also going to be an A tier for me. Next up, we're going to go over to the NBA, and a lot of people would know this guy as Mr. Clutch. His celebration will give it away who it is, but Mr. Clutch has a lot of moments where he's just won games right on the last with a buzzer beater. It's none other than Damian Lillard with Dame Time.
Lillard, this is for the win. Points.
They do not switch. Peyton stays on Lillard, drives into the lane to the glass.
Oh my goodness.
What a play off the contact. He scooped Damian Lillard. You have done it again. 40 for Lillard tonight. In an incredible, improbable drive to the rim. Game time indeed.
Is there anyone you wouldn't rather have the ball in the hand when the clock's ticking down and you need one bucket to score other than Damian Lillard? I don't think so. And the play on words of game time and Dame Time when he points at his wrist like that, it's just really iconic, and he's just so smooth with it. I think that celebration for Damian Lillard and just the moment is a B tier for me. Next up, heading back over to the cricket, and it's the West Indian all-rounder and DJ Dwayne Bravo. Now, obviously we know, as I mentioned, DJ, but he has a famous song out there and called Champion. And he has the little dance at champion that goes with it. That was a very poor demonstration of it. But whenever he takes his wicket, you often find him doing it too, where you can hear him saying that as well, as you can see here, and you can hear a bit of the music here.
Thomas on strike. He's given it a go. He said it very high though, straight up. DJ's underneath it. He's calling for it loud. He takes the catch. And he ends up with 4 for 13. Take it away, DJ.
Champion. Everybody knows it. Bravo, a champion.
I just love Dwayne Bravo as a, first of all, great cricketer, especially in later in his career in the white ball formats. Played a lot of T20 cricket, very talented with bat and ball, but just the energy and the smile. A lot of all the West Indians do it. They just have that swagger, don't they? Chris Gale had that same swagger. Darren Sammy has that swagger, and they're always smiling. And it's always great to see that energy. So, Dwayne Bravo can also join Damian Lillard in the B tier. Next up, we're going back over to the NBA, and it's none other than what some people might say is the greatest player to ever play in the NBA, and it's none other than King LeBron James with his silencer celebration that he does after also he silenced the crowds and wins the game.
Down to 5. That's a 3.
Make somebody else beat you.
3 on the way. He got it!
Make somebody else beat you. Take the ball out of his hands.
The game is over.
Yes, it is.
You cannot secure an attempt a shot.
Now, this celebration became really iconic in the NBA thing because the way he gets into it, and also it's clear because it's just LeBron James and the moments that he does it in. I'm going to put this in, I'm going to go B tier as well. No, I'm going to go A tier purely because it's LeBron James too, and he does it in the clutch moments. He's won many rings. Don't claim to know my basketball a lot, but he's a star player. Next up, we're going back. We're continuing with our basketball theme in the NBA, and we're going to go over to Mikal Bridges with his 3-point celebration.
Attempt a free throw. Shot clock winding down. Bridges connects.
Mikal Bridges from all over the floor. 3-pointer from the other corner. Yeah, he can point at everyone in this crowd.
Now, this one's nothing crazy, but it's just the way he seems so smooth with it and the way he walks back and waddles his head. We saw Nick Watson do it as well in the AFL last season, and Mikal Bridges actually commented on it, acknowledging it. And just the way he does it, and he's so cool, calm, collected, I'm going to put it in the B column. Next up, we're heading back over to the cricket, and it's none other than Indian all-rounder Ravindra Jadeja with his celebration he does when he brings up a 50. Take a look.
That'll be a 50 for Jadeja, and he's done it in style. His third against Australia off 89 deliveries, and the pain continues, and he's done some sword work.
It's strange, but it's cool, and that's what makes it really a really good celebration. Like, it's something you wouldn't see, and he really gets into his wrist, goes in, do it, and he's done it plenty of times against Australia because he's known to make decent runs against Australia. So Ravindra Jadeja with his sword celebration goes in the B tier as well. Next up, first on the list, we're heading back over to the States in America, but this time we're not going with basketball. We're going with American football, going with NFL, and none other than Rob Gronkowski with his Gronk spike. The energy he brings, take a look.
Yo, we're on the big screen right now. Give me a chest bump. Feed the beast. Woo!
Gronk. Terminator. Gronk.
Energy. Woo! Rob Gronkowski. Gronk. Spike it. Gronk. Spike it.
The energy he brings to it, not just that, but also the energy he brings to a game and the character he has. We've seen him do some media stuff too, and he's just got all that the personality that really goes with it and the real energy he brings with it, and it's still done to this day. I'm going to put this one in A tier. Up next, another player who, in their sport, you could argue possibly being the greatest player to ever play his sport. And it's a celebration that still happens to this day. And we're going over to the soccer. and we're going with no other than the Portuguese own Cristiano Ronaldo. Just the energy Cristiano Ronaldo brings whenever he scores it, and he goes for his so when he does it, and get the crowd get right in above it. And not just that, you saw people doing it all around the world. It made its trip over to the Australian Open. You couldn't go anywhere without seeing a video or someone attempting the Cristiano Ronaldo stool. So I'm going to put it, and then we saw speed. I show speed for all you YouTubers or streamers, content creator, fans. Not mimicking it, but having his own version of when he goes Sui. So and then it continued to be even bigger after Speed did that as well. So for that reason, he goes in the A tier. Next up, we're heading back over to the cricket, and we're going with the former Pakistani fast bowler with Shoaib Akhtar with his airplane celebration that he did after he took a wicket.
And through, he's gone, surely. Yes, he's gone. That's beautiful bowling. Good captaincy. The short leg come in. He pitched it off stump.
Quickly pitched, off stump, going away, swinging, and then it kept going. That's a good neat catch by the man at first slip in, Sabam.
Geez, Akhtar could bowl some wheels, couldn't he? He was playing when I was really, really young, so I did see it, but I saw him at the back end of his career, so I probably didn't see him at his best, but it was between him and Lee, really, who had a battle to see who could bowl. Akhtar, they both have records of hitting 160k pace balls when taking wickets when bowling. So he was just electrifying, and I'm sure it was a trouble for the batsmen to play. The celebration, aeroplane, look, I don't mind it, but it's not my favourite. I'm going to say that. I had it suggested from a friend. It's not my favourite. It's not a D, but I don't think it sits with the other ones that I have here. So I'm going to put this one in the C. Next up, staying with cricket and staying with the same team in Pakistan, we're going with the fast bowler in Shahid Afridi with his kiss of the finger celebration and to the sky after he takes a wicket.
Gone full and hits that off in middle, and Shahid Afridi strikes with the wicket of Ray.
Obviously, Afridi, quality bowler, has had his injury problems as of late in the last few years, but has terrorised Australia when he first came over here. The celebration is iconic and it's really good. But like Akhtar, I don't think it sits with the other ones here, so I'm going to put this one in the C column. Getting down the list, we're going back to the soccer. Someone who played in the Premier League, but he's one of our own Aussies. We're going with Tim Cahill with the boxing of the corner flag, and geez, wasn't this a good one to watch?
Floated in by Kilban. Oh, and the header's in! And it's Tim Cahill, the man who broke.
He just had those series. I don't think, obviously, he was playing Premier League for Everton when I was. So I was 4 and 5. So 2004-05 season was when he went over there, and I think when I was researching this, I think he scored, it was either 51 or 61 total goals over in the Premier League, and a lot of them came from those 04-05 first season and 05-06. So he had an amazing career over there. They say he's an Everton legend over there. They'll never forget him. And that celebration when he went over there, in his first game after scoring his first goal, he actually got sent off for taking his shirt off in a celebration. So you could always see he was going to create something. So he already got a yellow card during that game, and then that was the second yellow, which caused in a red. But let's just say he scored his first one and celebrated in style. But this boxing of the corner flag is iconic, and he's done it when playing for the Socceroos too. And I really love this one, and this one for me goes in the A column. Coming down to our last few final ones, and we are heading over to an Olympic champion. Fastest man in the world. It's none other than the Jamaican Usain Bolt. If you haven't seen this pose, you've been living under a rock. It's hard to go anywhere. Everyone's seen this pose when playing Olympics after Bolt dominated all Olympic records winning all those medals and always finished off with that pose, which is iconic. And so at the start, it wasn't always, but sometimes he would have the Jamaican flag behind him as well, which is also another good touch. And for this one, I'm gonna put it in the A tier as well. And for our final one, we have our first AFL celebration. Another one suggested by Mate because of how much he really likes it. It is, well, this photo is him playing at Puelo. Started Puelo, now is the midfielder for Essendon, and it's none other than Xavier Dersma with his bow and arrow.
From the pocket, Butters tried to sum it up, and he did. And that is a really strong effort in the air.
Dersma, and I'm glad
everyone's admired this year. 7-11 for the year. So accuracy hasn't always been his thing, but that is the bow and arrow.
It's just, you can't go wrong with that celebration. It had been done before, but I think he brought it to new levels. The Mountie lets it go and really gets into it and gets the crowd up and going too, and leaves nothing behind in this celebration. To me, I would have Xavier Dersma's bow and arrow celebration in the B. So we have gone through 14 sports celebrations all around the world and ranked them. Now the question is, which one is the best of all time? Which one of these 14 goes in the S tier? Obviously, there's only one answer for that one. And for me, I think this celebration has to go in the S tier purely for one, the player he is, the athlete he is, but not just that, the way the crowd get involved and the global impact it had. You couldn't go anywhere without seeing this. So I think the S tier and the GOAT sports celebration of all time is Cristiano Ronaldo with his C. You just can't go anywhere without seeing. You still see it to this day. And I think purely for the impact it had globally. It was being played all around the world. Obviously, soccer is a global game, but there's lots of games that, let's just say, cricket. There'll be celebrations in cricket that wouldn't get around well. Some people might know about the champion dance. Some people might know about the Afridi kissing the fingers. But everyone knows the Ronaldo celebration, and that's why it, for me, is the GOAT sports celebration. Well, there you have it, guys. There are my rankings for the sports celebrations all around the world. The GOAT being Cristiano Ronaldo, where we see. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to click that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell so you don't miss another upload, and I'll see you guys again next time.